Okay, I want to show you can do a curling shot very, very easily in Rematch. Now, this is in the practice arena. It's called the Magnus shot, but it's basically a curled shot. So a normal shot just goes where you want it to go. And of course, you can do low elevation and you can do both higher elevation. Of course, the higher aim, that's very simple. But what if you wanted to curve the ball? And that is where you use your left analog stick. So I'm just going to tap the R2 button and press the left analog stick, and you see I'm holding it, and you get that curved shot. So you can see the ball then curves towards the right hand side if you aim a bit to the left. Now, what's one thing to notice? The more power you apply, the less curve you have. Not the more curve. The more power you apply, the less curve you have on the ball end direction. So you can see, look, if I just tap the R2 button, you can see it curves a bit more towards the outside of the post. Do you see that? Whereas if I apply more power, you can see it almost goes just slightly to the right hand side of where I'm aiming. So when you're taking your shots, you got to take this into account. So if I want to aim like this and then apply the power, then I will get the situation to get the ball to curve. So that's very, very important. You understand that. Now you can see, look, in the Magnus curve, you can see the same thing. Now on the bottom left, it says, when preparing a shot, use your left analog stick to apply the effect to the ball. Now, you can technically curl it downwards. You can curl it upwards to get more elevation. So like, let's say, I don't know, you wanted to get the ball you want to get it up and over the wall. Or let's say, for example, you aimed, for example, at the middle here, and you wanted the ball to continue to go over. So let's say, for example, like this. I'm trying to get an exact spot here, but let's say like that. Then you can maintain the elevation. And of course, you want it to drop, you want it to drop, but then you can also make it curve to the bottom left. So let's say you wanted it to curve. I'm going to go full power to the left-hand side here. I'm going to go a bit higher just to show you a bit of an example. That's it going straight. That's it going left. So if I wanted to go to the bottom left, very simple, I can make it drop, or I can, of course, keep the elevation. So this is very, very important when you're taking the shot. So here I would aim, for example, like this. I'll aim to the bottom right because I want it to bounce back down. So this way it'll take some practice. Just getting it, for example, like that, I think just a bit lower, even lower there, to be able to get it just into that corner. So just like this. So do you see how the curve shot works? So your left analog stick is used, and the way you can do this very, very simply is just do it in the shooting range. So you could just go like this, and you can just practice getting your shots where you want to get it on target, and you can also practice your curve. Let's say, for example, if you want the ball to, let's say, for example, you want to practice on this angle over here, and you want the ball to curve to the right hand side, you could practice that as well. So this is something that you can do very, very easily, and that's how you apply curve to the shots. Just remember, wherever your cursor is, let's say you load up the shot here and I want it to go to the bottom left, you can do that. But just one thing to bear in mind is the amount of power you apply is very important.